So I says to him, I says, graft this. Oh, hello there, fellow Tarnished. My name is Jules Gill, and today I'm going to be talking to you, you lucky soul, about the Elden Ring board game. Now, this is the thing. This game is chock full of monstrous monsters like this little critter over here. It's full of secret treasures just waiting to be found and lands between to explore. Now there's a lot to dive into, but I will keep it simple, or as simple as I can. So let's just start things off with a simple hex. This one. So here's the thing, this game all begins with exploration, because you and up to 3 friends, or if you fancy you can play solo, will be venturing out to complete quests that range from big to, well, bigger. And what you've got to do is explore the lands between, finding trinkets, finding secrets, and battling enemies. And of course you're going to win. Come on, guy, I believe in you. So first off, let's place down this, which is going to be one of my actions. Each player gets 3 a turn. You can use them to explore and put down more hexes to expand the game universe. You can move into those hexes, you can pick up resources or engage with tokens that are on each tile, and you can enter battle, my friend. Now, what type of quest that you'll be going on will be decided by the Guidance of Grace. These will form the objectives that you need to complete with your party, and they can range from either defeating enemies in battle, finding specific items, or harvesting resources like every good Elden player is wont to do. Pass the Erd leaf, mate. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's just one problem, well, aside from being stabbed in the face repeatedly, and that is the fact that all of your quests are guided by, well, time, because this is the greater will stack, and each action or turn that you go through where you don't complete one of your objectives, or at least contribute towards them, one of these will go. There's another, and another. Oh dear, can you see where this is going, friends? Because once they're all gone, that's it, game over. But enough sightseeing, you've seen all of this, right? Let's get into combat. So what you're going to do is every single time you find an enemy token in the world, you can engage in combat. And you'll open your quest book to the page that has the number on the icon, and you will begin a fight to the death. Now, there's slight differences between this and some other miniatures games that you might have played, in the sense that this table here represents both positioning of your person physically, but also stances dictate their emotional state and mental state in battle. So, what we have here is a 2-on-1 encounter. Doesn't look very good for our poor samurai here, but fret not, friends, I've got this in the bag, because you see here, there are 3 different stances that you can take. This one at the very front of the line here is an aggressive stance, meaning that I'll draw more cards to inflict potentially more damage on my opponents. This one in the middle allows me to manipulate an initiative-based marching orders deck, which means that I will strike first and fade away before my enemies have even got a clue what's going on. And if I'm feeling a bit more passive about this, then I can enjoy the safety that is afforded by the more defensive stance. This will allow me to draw from the defensive deck an extra card and also regain some stamina, which is also represented by your cards that you hold in your hand. You want to keep a few of these in an emergency, because trust me, being caught with your pantaloons down in a battle here is as good as signing your own death warrant. So here's the thing, I want one of these guys dead quick. So I'm going to use 2 of my 3 available actions that I have in combat to move forward twice into a more aggressive stance, and then I'm going to play an attack. Let me just see what I've got. Oh look, it is this, a deep slash. Now this will allow me to, if I get the right combination of cards, do quite a lot of damage here. So what I then do is I draw from the effect deck, 1 for resolving the attack, and 2 because I'm in the aggressive stance, and I get to pick one of these to resolve. And wouldn't you look at that, I've drawn 2 decks. This will allow me to do 2 damage and 2 bleed tokens onto this one soldier, and let me just check my watch here. Time of death, 4:15. And with my final attack, I slay the other soldier, and I return to the world map exploration mode with some ill-gotten gains. And this is the thing, I can use these items to trade with merchants or upgrade my tarnish to build my ultimate build. Bleed build, you will be mine. So let's just say that you've completed all of your objectives and you're ready to hone in on that main quest. Well, you and your fellow adventurers will then turn to specific pages in your quest book and create a boss dungeon. Oh yes. And trust me, these things are very hard. So, Bosses operate pretty much in the same way as regular enemies, except for the fact that they hit like a truck, have a huge HP pool, and have randomized attacks that come in the form of their deck AI. This means that you can never fully predict what they're about to do to you next. But here's a spoiler, it's gonna hurt. Okay, so things are getting a little hairy here. I've lost, let me just check, all of my limbs. So please, if you are considering joining in on the Elden Ring board game Kickstarter pledge, then you have, now to do so, because it's live!